All right, guys, we are starting Unit 8, Lesson 5. We are going to get into customary measures of liquid volume. We have been doing metric, now we're doing customary. The US uses customary measures while the rest of the world uses metric. So weird, the US has to be so difficult. Today we are going to be converting among customary measures of liquid volume, so I need you to get out your SAB book, page 247 through 248. Okay, so this is the gallon guy. I think you guys may have seen it before, some of you may not. I've never seen it before, so this is new for me. Pretty much it's a big G, which stands for the gallon. There's 4 Q's, which are the 4 quarts in a gallon. There's 2 P's inside of each Q, which stands for 2 pints in each quart. And then there's 2 C's in each P, which stands for 2 cups in each pint. So I hope you guys can use that, and it's helpful, while you do your homework when we're doing customary measures. Maybe you be able to use it on your test, just like the King Henry died unexpectedly drinking chocolate milk kind of thing. So now if you want to look at these charts on your pages in your SAB book, we will get started. This chart pretty much just describes the conversions, how many quarts are in a gallon, etc. And we can just use that to help us answer some of these questions. Okay, so we're going to start with number 1. What fraction of 1 gallon is 3 quarts? So we can look up here and see that there's 4 quarts in a gallon. So we're going to use 4 as our denominator. And you know I'm really good at drawing on this thing. No, I'm not. So got to work with me. And then we're going to use this number as our numerator. So there's 3 fourths. So we'll always use whatever it's asking for in the numerator, and then the denominator is the whole number. Yeah, it's how many of each is in the denominator. So then we go to number 2, and it says, what fraction of 1 quart is 1 pint? So we know that there are 2 pints in a quart, so that will be our denominator, and it's asking for 1, so 1/2. Number 3, what fraction of 1 quart is 1 cup? Well, we know there's 4 cups in a quart, and it's asking for 1, so our fraction's 1/4. Next, we go to what fraction of 1 gallon is 3 pints? Well, there's 8 pints in a quart, so that's going to be our denominator, and it's asking for 3, so 3/8. Okay, now we are moving down the page. Here's some more examples of how to convert to a smaller or to a larger. So let's do number 5. 20 cups equals how many quarts? So we're going to be converting from cups to quarts. There are 4 cups in a quart, so what we're going to do is divide 20 by 4, and we will get 5. Yay! Okay, so now we are going to 3 cups to a pint. So we know that there's 2 cups in a pint, so we're going to have to add 1 more cup, and we are going to get, so there's 2 cups in 1 pint, so we get that 1, and then we're adding 1 more cup, so that would just be 1/2 of a pint. Next, we go to 11, and we're going from pints to quarts. Well, we know how many quarts we have, so we need to know how many pints that would be. 1 quart is 2 pints, so if we take 2 times 2 equals our 4 pints, and then we're going to add 1 more half, so plus 1/2 pints equals 1 whole pint. 1/2 quarts equals 1 whole pint, so we're going to have 5 pints is 2.5 quarts. So if you guys want to continue working on the next questions, you can pause it and then replay, and I will write in all the answers so you can check your answers. Okay, so hope you're checking back, looking your answers over, making sure you got them right. If you have any questions, you can ask me tomorrow. And let's move on to the next page and start solving some real world problems. Okay, so a muffin recipe requires 2 3/4 cups of milk. What amount of milk do you need to make double the number of muffins? Double, probably very important. Okay, so what we're going to do is take the amount, 2 3/4 cups, and multiply it by 2, or just add it together. So 2 3/4, because I want you to show your work. I will try to write it on here. Okay, 2 3/4 plus 2 3/4 equals 4 6/4. We can add those two fractions together because they have the same denominator, but we do need to simplify this. If you thought we were done, we are not. So 6/4 equals 1 whole, and with 2 left over, we have 5 2/4. Or, we can simplify that even more to 5 1/2. Yeah. And don't forget to add the C at the end. A capital C stands for cups, so just put a C, or you can write cups, whatever you want. Okay, let's move on to 15. A recipe requires 3/4 cups of water. Flora has a measuring cup that is marked only in ounces, but she knows that 8 ounces is equivalent to 1 cup. How many ounces of water will she add to the mixture? Explain. So, what we're going to do is, we have 3/4 cups of water that she needs, and we're going to take 3/4 and multiply it by 8, because I know that it doesn't say but we need 3/4 of 8 ounces. 3/4 cups of 8 ounces. So, since it doesn't say we need to know why. She needs 3/4 cups, and she only has an 8-ounce cup. She needs to know what 3/4 of that cup is. So, in this case, of means multiplication. So what we're going to do is divide 8 into 4 equal parts. So we have 4 equal parts, and that equals 2 ounces. Then 8 ounces divided in 4 equal parts is what we need. And she needs 3/4 of it. So she needs 3 times, that's a times, oh, that's a multiplication, times 2 equals 6. Oh, Z, that stands for ounces. And I want you guys to explain why it's 6 ounces. I'm going to ask you to pause it and write why. Explain. Give me the best explanation you've ever explained in your life. And then, once you're done explaining, I want you to continue on and solve 16 through 18 on your own, and then check back for answers. Okay, I know I told you to do 16 through 18, but as you know, Miss Vilsack gave me these templates, and I only have questions 16 through 17, so here are the answers for 16 and 17, and for 18, what you're going to have to do is come ask me or ask for the teacher's manual to check your answer, but I have faith in you guys that you got it right anyways. So, next we will just be working on our homework and remembering in class, or if you want to, get started, be my guest, and I will see you later.